Another one? What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spice. We are back with another Manchester United podcast, the Catch Up Podcast. Yes, your weekly Manchester United podcast is back after a long time out during international breaks, and of course, Manchester United weren't really playing, so there was nothing to talk about. But we're back again because why? Manchester United collected another 3 points. To be fair, it was a mix of a week because Manchester United started the week with a defeat to Leeds United and then ended the week with a beaten Chelsea at the Bridge. Yes, a 1-0 victory. Manchester United, of course, cementing that third place. And that's the question. It's third place cemented. That's what we're going to ask. We're going to get that from the guys as well that will join us in the podcast. And of course, guys, make sure you throw in your comments, anything Manchester United related. Become a member of Red United TV. Click on the join buttons. Follow Red United TV across all social media platforms, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Follow on X as well. Ivorian_Spice. Follow on Instagram, which is Red United TV 1, and TikTok Red United TV. Let me just bring in panel. But it is a good weekend because it's a weekend where we got to see us. Sorry, us. Us. Nah. Bottle it, bro. They're gonna bottle the league. They're going to bottle the league. Right now, I've got Ems with me while we wait for Jerome, and of course, Amok will join us later on. But Ems, it's been so long since we've been on this podcast, and so much thing has happened. How are you, my blood?
Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Not bad. It's been a good week, bruv. Normally, if Man United lost, how many Man United get headlines and that. But when Man United win, as you know, nobody wants to talk about us. You know what I mean? So hey,
yeah, and it's sensational because we get to relax. Our blood pressures are low.
Yeah,
and we've had peace in our life. We're not stressed, unlike certain other fans who are stressed at you. Asna. We'll probably end up talking about Asna towards the end if we've got some time. But It is what it is, man. But let's get straight into it because, of course, it is Chelsea 0, Manchester United 1. Manchester United collecting 3 points at Stamford Bridge for the first time in 6 years. We're breaking the hoodoos though. We're breaking the hoodoos. We didn't win at the Emirates Stadium for God knows how long. We broke it this season. Unfortunately, we haven't beaten Manchester City at Etihad, but we beat Liverpool again. You know, we broke that as well. So it's looking like we're doing. Do you know what? Yeah, Lems, we're doing good against the top 6 this season.
I mean, it happens when you put, your players in the right position. You know what I mean? But I don't want to add
we got back-to-back wins in the Premier League against Chelsea for the first time in the longest time, home and away.
Yeah, we don't do that very often. Even under the great Sir Alex Ferguson, we didn't do that very
often.
Don't
do that. But I'm pleased with Manchester United. Of course, there's so much things to talk about. Let's go straight to the game because, of course, Manchester United beat Chelsea 1-0. A goal from Cunha, 3 points collected. Manchester United now 10 points clear off of Chelsea. And then, of course, Aston Villa will still level on points with Aston Villa. But it says a lot to be 10 points clear off of Chelsea, which could have been 13 if we happened to beat Leeds United.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, innit?
Exactly. And it could have been worse if we happened to drop points against Chelsea. That 10 points could have been cut down to 6. We never know. But anyway, man, let me get your thoughts on the match against Chelsea. Chelsea.
I'll be honest, yeah, we were I think it was poor. We were poor. I mean, you can't expect Man United to be great in every game, but we were poor. I think Chelsea started well, and I think their problem is they were good in the middle, but when it comes to both boxes, they weren't very good. But from Man United perspective, I feel like I was a bit worried when I saw the back four. I was a bit like, yo, we're due to concede, innit? We're due to concede, but I don't think Chelsea peppered us that much, if I'm honest with you. Apart from they hit the bar twice and the Caicedo shot, but other than that, there was nothing major. And I think when you got a calm goalkeeper, I think it makes things quite good. But yeah, man, I feel like it was a poor game, and I wouldn't say it was a smash and grab, but it was like we had 2 chances, we took 1, and that was it. Because obviously Cunha's the other chance where man, I don't know why man thought about taking the touch and trying to shoot, then the control was bad, but this one he just hit it first time. So I think for that instance, I feel like we got our chance and we held on. I don't think it was even a back to the wall stuff, if I'm honest with you. I just think it was, we control what we could control in it. So I think overall we got 1-0. We got a rebound against Brentford, in my opinion.
100%, man. I'm in agreement with you. I also enjoyed my match reaction. Make sure you guys watch that as well. Thought that we kind of got away with it. We was lucky to get that victory because, of course, considering the fact that Chelsea themselves hit the post and the crossbar like 4 times? 2 crossbars and 2 posts?
I thought it was twice.
No, the crossbar twice and the post twice.
Really?
Yeah, from what I remember, I could be wrong. People can correct me if they're in the chat. Let us know whether that was correct. But they've hit the post on several occasions. Yeah, and they started off extremely well.
Wait, what post? Who had hit the post? I can't
remember from the top of my head. What's it called? Hit the crossbar.
The lap hit the bar, didn't he?
The lap hit the bar, the crossbar, whichever one it is. Who else took a shot and hit the?
Caicedo one skimmed the post, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I only remember 3 chances. The Mazarian was hitting the bar. No, hit the. Well, obviously he was going to be giving us handball anyway because the player's arm and to Mazarian's head anyway.
Yeah.
And then,
there was like a save that Lemez made, I think, and he tipped it. I think it kind of hit the crossbar. I can't remember who took that shot. Maybe it was Caicedo. I can't remember. But yeah, they came the crossbar a couple of times. But overall, we was quite poor, especially in the first half. But the goal came for us. Bruno Fernandes, another magnificent assist from Bruno Fernandes, close to breaking the record. That is 18 assists for Bruno Fernandes.
I think he can do it. I think he can do it.
100%. I think he can do it. 4 or 5 games left of this league. I'm sure he can do it within those couple of games and break the record. 20. I reckon he can get 20 or 21 by the time he plays the last game.
I think he can get 22. I think he can get 22.
Oh, that is ambitious.
No, I think we got Brentford at Old Trafford. I know they're a good team, but I feel with the pitch being big and we've got the wide players, I think he can get at least 2 assists in that game.
Yeah, I think he can. I definitely think he can get that 20, 21. But 22, I'd love to see it, and I hope he does it.
Well, it should have been 19 if Cunha didn't take the bloody touch, bro.
That's true. That is true. And then again, the second half. Manchester United getting their first goal in the first half. Bruno again with the assist. I said Cunha finishing it off well. And be very honest with you, despite Cunha scoring the goal, I thought there was a lot of players who didn't play to the absolute best in terms of the forwards. I think our forwards let us down in that game.
I think there's only, I can only say there's probably, I would say, do you know what? I think the back four and Kobbie Mainoo were probably the best players on our pitch, if I'm honest.
100%. And then in the second half, we played to just defend that lead, to be honest with you, because I felt like there was times we could have actually took the game to Chelsea and try and get the second goal and kill it off.
But did you think Chelsea like scoring? I mean, apart from, but I didn't feel like worried that, like, it wasn't a thing where like we had 11 man behind the ball and like I didn't feel like that. I just felt like it was we just about managed the game.
You managed it.
I felt obviously I don't watch Chelsea week in week out, but if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be very worried that if you don't have João Pedro and you don't have Esteval fit and who's the other guy? Yeah, anyway, Esteval and João Pedro fit, they ain't scoring, bro, at all. They ain't scoring, so I think it's a bit worried if you're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I don't think they were ever going to score. You know, the lap that's overrated.
That's why
overrated.
I'm kind of happy we signed Cisco instead of that guy, because remember he was
in line. Yeah, in line to sign it. And I was against it. I was against Manchester United trying to sign the lap. Yeah, I felt like we needed a better striker. I was not really impressed because of what he done in Ipswich. I said it before, just because he's English, he's got a little bit of flair and a little bit of technical abilities. Woo! He's special. That's what the English media was portraying him as, something good. And I didn't really see the great things he did in Israel. Maybe because I just last season when we was losing. I didn't really watch that match of the day of that much match of the days of that much read. But from what I've seen, and I'm going by what I've seen, I didn't really think he was all that. So I was happy that we signed Šeško because I think Šeško is the better striker compared to Lap, even though Šeško is still trying to establish himself in
I think for Šeško, I think now he's going to be settled. I think next season, I think he's going to start with a bang, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't want this situation where we're still doing false nine next season and Šeško's on the bench and Xerxes on the bench. That's when I will flip out.
For next season, there may be certain games you could do that. But I don't think it should be a regular thing. But we need to see next season. We're ready to talk about next season, but next season's coming anyway. But I do think next season we got to see what's going on. Like, obviously, I think Xerxes is probably going to go, and then Højlund should be going to Napoli because Napoli, hopefully. Well, I checked the table, and it's a bit tight for third and fourth in the Serie A. I think Napoli are third, and I think there's a couple points difference between third and fifth. I think so. You know. There's a clause if they get the Champions League, then they sign him permanently.
I hope they do. Then just take him away from us, man. That guy's haram. But I was pleased with Manchester United getting that W. And Muka's joined us, but he's still sorting out his audio and mic before we get to him as well. Yeah, 100%, man. But it was just nice to see Manchester United win at Stamford Bridge.
Sure, Stamford Bridge, because we don't normally. Our record, apparently, they say statistically, this is just the game where it's got the most draws, mate.
Yes, in history, most draws.
Yeah.
Two big clubs, isn't it?
100%. Let's welcome back to the podcast. We got to you. Let's get your thoughts on that Chelsea, that victory against Chelsea.
Like that game was a very good game for us that day, and I believe after what happened, like, our players waiting for a whole month before they can play a game of match, a football, in the last. But going to Stamford Bridge that day, I felt like it was intense. Remember, I told you, I don't know if there's two teams that we play against, I get fever. Liverpool's one of them, and I hate them. Chelsea's another one. Anytime we play against Chelsea, I'm not happy because I watched Mourinho play Ferguson. I watched Chelsea versus the best team that we've had, which is the 2008-2009 team. in recent years we've struggled to play very good football at Chelsea Stadium. So it was really good to see the way how we pressed change. The one thing I can give the players is this: the mindset change going into every game. They approach the game, the next game, they approach how it should be approached. And for the fact that they lost and came back against Chelsea and did that well, it was amazing. And to be honest with you, there's someone that I feel like we're not giving too much props to.
Who's that?
And this might be shocking for you, mans, but I think we don't give Bruno Fernandes too much props as United fans.
Well, no, the thing is, we do. We're just waiting for the person that don't to join the show. We give him props. Ems gives him props.
No, I know Ems does. No. I know Ems always showed love to Bruno. Even me, like I said, me myself is shocking because not like I haven't given him props. I always give Bruno Fernandes props, but I dislike some of his antics. Even the game against Chelsea, he did something that was a little bit disappointing for me. I think it was Mbeumo. Bruno was in the right position to get the ball, but Mbeumo just took the shot, and the ball deflected, and Bruno missed it. So Bruno left with that frustration, shouting at Mbeumo and that. And I was thinking, leave the game, leave the player, go back to your position, go play football.
Bro, he's a winner, man. He's
No,
striving for perfection.
I understand. You see, when you when you lose concentration on what you're doing. Okay, let's say, for example, this is what we always criticize Bruno for. We've seen Bruno lose the ball in the middle, or when we're pressing on attack, and he's gonna do that little whatever he does, and we concede a goal. So let's say that day, where if Bruno was in the right place to stop the ball and he didn't, and we conceded. Everyone's gonna cross Bruno.
I feel that, and it comes to the game with Michael Carrick. I think Bruno and Carrick are that similar in terms of people are quick to nitpick on Carrick doing this and doing that, and people forget that this is not Carrick's team. Yeah, and then with Bruno, I feel like Bruno's unfortunate that when he does use the ball, bro, we don't have the players that can mentally just win the ball back, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that there's a few issues in that way. If you know what I'm talking about, if you get what I mean.
Now I get what you're trying to say. That was a very good comparison, because like you just mentioned, Carrick took over a team that he didn't sign no one.
Exactly.
He had to manage and deal with the players there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I understand. But Bruno has been in this club. Bruno is the winner. That I can tell from the anger, the frustration he shows. But the reason I'm giving him props, I don't know if you checked the map in the pitch that day. Bruno was all over the pitch. Even the game that we lost, Bruno was all over the pitch. And it's just something consistent that I've been seeing from Bruno. I just want to give Bruno a big up. And he's a leader. He's actually proven to me that we need to keep him at this club. Do you remember? I think like a few months ago, I did mention something, and I think Jerome also said, like, I'm stretching it. I said I would love to see Bruno retire at this club, because if we did this, we haven't had a player that played with that much of a passion. Like we're not used to this. All these new generation players, they all, I don't want to say funny stuff, but they're all soft mentally and how they approach stuff. Like I can name one Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, and these are all people I used to back.
These are people used to back and say, allow him them.
And that's why I'm being honest.
Mentality.
That's why I'm being honest. Because sometimes you go give people chances, but Bruno been criticized a lot
because
he's been there. Player. He's been there. He's been the best player at this club. So at the end of the day, it was a good win. I'm happy to see Cunha getting goals, finding him in the right position.
Is he good?
He kind of lagged a bit there.
Heavy touch in the first half. I think it was that. Yeah, but the way they Chelsea in the defense, Chelsea unlocked because they hit the post twice. We were unlucky too because we had that. And I can tell whatever mentality these players are building and how they're playing, it's actually helping. Like, if they keep this up, I think next season we just need to get Champions League football, and the owners probably sign 2, 3, or 4 players to improve the squad. But winning in Stamford Bridge this weekend was one of the best things I've witnessed for a very long time, because I'm scared of Chelsea. They know how to beat us. We've played them countless times. We've drawn a lot, but in the past 10 years, we suffered a lot in the hands of Chelsea. Then Arsenal, Man City. We've seen what Chelsea did to us. But I'm happy that we won, though, because it was a very good match. And another player that we got to give credit to, Mazraoui. What a defender. What a hard worker. Heavens. Like, we can say all this stuff, but collectively, I think Carrick got something. We can go for Maguire and Martinez. Or see, you know what, allow it. Go for Heavens and Mazraoui or Lenny. The options are there. And when was the last time we seen our clubs have this much of options?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this to of course, bringing up Mazraoui and Aiden Heaven starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
What was your thoughts and feeling when you saw that lineup?
Well, but before yeah,
before the match, yeah.
Oh, listen, what did I said, listen, we might go see some goals here, blood. No, but you know what? Because I didn't see Chelsea's team in it. Because I felt like, if João Pedro started, yeah, because João Pedro's a smart footballer, so I thought either because he's got it good. Because either you can go against the inexperienced Heaven, or you can go against the guy that's not set at Mazraoui, and then Delap made it a bit easy because he was trying to he's trying to do that the Highland room where trying to fight for the ball, blood. So yeah, but and then obviously after the game, I felt like them two for emergency centre backs, they understood the remit, and I felt like they dealt with what needs to be done. Obviously, Heaven at the start, he was doing a bit some shaky stuff, and I was a bit like, hey, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, mate, because that tackle, I think it's a pen, blood. But you can see though, he's good on the ball, he's quick. He just needs to don't copy the Aaron Bissaka, bro, and cut grass, bro. Kind of stay on your feet and read the game a bit better. But he's only 19 in it, so you can't expect too much in it. But I think he's only gonna get better. I think,
of course,
him and Euro, I feel like if they have to have an experienced guy next to them that's gonna talk them through the game. So I think as much as man, I don't rate Maguire like that. I feel like he will be needed next season to bring these young lads through, and obviously we need to save some money to buy a centre mid. You know what I mean? So I think all in all, Mazraoui and Hayden, you couldn't complain. I thought if you're gonna be picky, I think it'd be unfair, and I felt like they both had good games. You know what I mean? I've never seen Mazraoui centre back in my life, and
but to be fair, he has played at the free.
But he does
as a right centre back.
Yeah, right centre back and centre back's a bit different though, isn't it?
True that.
So, but yeah, they done their thing, man. I think gotta give them plaudits and a clean sheet.
Let's talk Kobbie Mainoo.
And he did say he forgot something to mention about Evans.
Heaven,
yeah, he could pass.
That's what I said.
He did.
Oh, I didn't heard, boy.
Can break the line, passing.
Boy, for young buck, that passing ability, I think he's better than most defenders we've got.
Yeah, he brought the line well, but I just back to one more thing, Ivorian. I think let's just make. I know it's only one game, so let's hopefully he, as a youngster, don't get too ahead of himself. Right, he's had one game. Let's see the next game if he starts or not. I think he should start the next game with Harry.
Yeah, to be honest, Harry should be back from the next game. Of course, Martinez will be suspended. He's got 2 more games to miss out on. Then in Euro, we found out that he could be out for the rest of the season. So he's most likely will be paired up with Harry.
Yeah, that's good.
Where did he pick up the injuries from?
Training,
I'm assuming. But yeah, but let's move on. Let's talk about another player that performed well, who was exiled by Ruben Scamarin himself, Kobbie Mainoo. Magnificent performance against Chelsea. all over the place as well, just dribbling through, breaking lines as well. Just let's talk about Kobbie Mainoo. How good has he been since he has been reintroduced back into the starting lineup, and especially against Chelsea?
Before I even say anything about Kobbie, I think England needs to take him to the World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
That's just before. And for a youngster that's very aggressive on the ball, if you check the mark, he was all over the midfield, like breaking the ball, breaking lines, like passing ability, everything he did it perfect. And his defensive work, which we used to criticize him for, improved so much. Like he knew when to go forward, and he knows when to come back and just stays. And for a young buck, he's intelligent. You see the way he's. I don't know if he's learning from Casemiro, but you can tell that his vision is getting better. He could see things that until you see the pass, you be like, oh, how did he see that? We're watching the match. We got all angles, but we can't see what he sees. And I'm really impressed though. And to be honest with you, like M said, he's just gonna get better. But I think the club really needs to do something. I'm happy that the club never let him go when he wanted to go. But we need to do something to help. We need to find like a partnership. We got to start. We got to find a partnership that could work with Kobbie. Kobbie needs to be a starting player. He's very good on the ball. His passing ability is immaculate. For some reason, he's not weak no more. My man got strength to hit like, and he's got it all. And the way he played against Chelsea, why? Like you just gotta be happy that you see someone like this that plays for your club. Because we haven't seen this type of performances for a very long time. Based on how the different managers that we've had. Ten Hag, M's favorite person, Amron. You get what I mean? Amarin. Like all them stuff there, we haven't seen it. We always did see was glimpses. But since Carrick came in, my man started his 10th game. Like, and that's very good. I'm not saying every single game is 100%, but if I could rate him for all the 10 games, I'll give him 80%. He's been working hard.
Let me get your thoughts as well, Emil. What's your thoughts of Kobbie Mainoo's performance and how he's come back into the team since our manager joined us?
I'm not gonna lie, right? You every time I sit there and I watch this guy, you just thought to give. I'm not gonna mention the previous guy backhand.
Yeah, no, you do. I do too. I want to strangle him. Sometimes I'm like, this guy almost got rid of him.
Cause bro, you know what would have happened? He would have gone somewhere else, yeah. And we've been stressed. But back to the game. It's so sad, yeah. Casemiro's not 8 years younger, 10 years younger, bro. Because that too, yeah, will be so dominant, bro. It's sad, but I still think. I don't want to talk about Kobbie. I still think we should give Casemiro that. I mean, if he wants to reduce terms 1 year, because bro, we've got extra games to play. We're gonna need his tactical nous and his experience. But and Kobbie gonna need it for training, bro. Experience is invaluable, bro. But Kobbie, bro, if you want someone to keep the ball ticking, recycle the ball, bro, he's your man, bro. He's your man, bro.
And I never understood why that punk ass former manager. You know, you basically if Amir was to explain what his perfect midfielder is, he's basically explaining Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
A hybrid midfielder, someone that can play in the number 4 or number 6 and number 8 position in his 4-3-4-3 formation. Someone that can press really well, someone that can break the lines, box to box, everything. You will basically say, so you're basically saying that you want Kobbie Mainoo in the midfield. Oh, no, no, Kobbie and Bruno. No, you basically just explained Kobbie. All the characteristics that you want in your midfielder for the double pivot of those midfielders is Kobbie Mainoo. That's what pisses me off about this guy. That guy should be ashamed of himself. And I'm telling you, he's at home in Portugal, in Lisbon, sporting, wherever he is, yeah. Every week watching Kobbie Mainoo just shitting on him and just showing him that, yeah, you really made a mistake. Like, You really did. And the players as well. He's probably watching, saying that, oh wow, this Manchester United team win back-to-back games, not even back-to-back Premier League games.
You got to give the man credit, Kobbie Mainoo, because he missed 18 months football because of this fraud, right? And he never once come out, cussed, man, indirect. Obviously, his brother done his thing, but that's his brother. You can't really, do you know what I mean? But he just kept his head down and play. But we'll know more. Probably know more one time he gets interviewed. Right now, he ain't really done an interview, I think, this season. So we just have to wait and see. But yeah, Kobbie Mainoo, my Ghanaian brother, that plays for England. It's life, but he's, bruv. We need to build a team around him, bruv. I mean, him and Bruno next season. We need to get that.
That's what you said. The club needs to invest in players.
Whoever, we need to. I'm not keen on Adam Wharton because he hasn't got the mobility to get around the pitch, and we already got Kobbie that can't really do it that great. That's one of his weaknesses. But we need someone that's got the legs to get around the pitch. In my opinion, I don't know what you think, Mr. Ivorian. What do you reckon?
No, 100%.
100.
I don't disagree.
I think we need to get rid of Ngate, Mount.
Yeah, we know he's going.
Now we need to get rid of them players. As much as like Mount, but the funny thing is, I've still got this feeling that he's going to stay at the club.
Yeah, probably. No, but
I don't know, because they like him.
Nobody likes to buy injured players though. 40. It's
Yeah,
like
we signed him, he was injured.
Yeah, but you go to a store, you're not gonna buy a faulty product, are you? So
But why? Me and my brother was having this conversation this evening. I was saying to my brother after Ahmed, as much as I like Mount is like my second favorite player at Manchester United. But I said we need to let go of him. And my brother was like, that Mason Mount.
Yeah, Mount needs to go.
Yeah, because the reason why I'm saying we need to let go of him, if he's fit, he could be here if he want to be. But why we keeping players in the club that's not fit? We got Luke Shaw ready. How many years did you have to wait for Luke Shaw to become this fit? Maybe because we play 1 game a week.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why, because if he was playing in all competition, we were playing 2 or 3 games a game, that guy would have been injured by now.
He would die. So how long will we keep this type of players in the club when I feel like they're holding the managers behind and holding the players to go forward? Because Luke Shaw is a good player. We've all seen Luke Shaw play for England and Manchester United. He was deadly. He's pacey. But them legs, they're tired. But to be honest, we need Mainoo, like what M said, I'm 100% with you, M. United go find a pattern, build around Mainoo. Forget the strikers. If we can build from the middle, the strikers will always get fed with good quality balls. Because we got Mainoo, he could pass. His passing ability is brilliant. Bruno, everyone knows what Bruno could do. We need to build a system that works to support their forwards. But Mainoo should be the main man at the club. The same way Mourinho wanted to use Pogba to be the main guy as in Manchester United, because he has it all. Kobbie is young, but given opportunity. We seen Messi came in at the age of 18 and never left. Mainoo here to stay, and I'm happy that he didn't go.
Yes, let's move it on from that, of course, guys. I don't think we can do man of the match because I'll be very honest, it's quite difficult. Do you guys have a man of the match for that game?
Yeah.
Apart from Bruno Fernandes?
I'll give my man of the match to Kobbie. Who's still good that day?
I'll give mine to Hayden Coffee Hayden.
You know his middle name? Wow. No, Amok, he's not been gone yet. Amok, what's wrong have you been?
No, he just said Coffee.
Yeah,
his name
Kobbie
is Heavens.
Ghanaian.
I know Kobbie is Ghanaian. Is Heavens Ghanaian as well?
Yeah.
Heavens Ghanaian as well.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I thought it was Jamaican.
I just said it.
I
Wow.
don't know.
And you got your province, you know.
I just made it up, but he's Ghanaian though. I don't know.
No, but we need. I think we need another Ivorian.
Calm down. The only Ivorian that I want Manchester to side is Yan Diamande. If we look,
that's what I'm saying. We need another Ivorian.
Yeah, Yan
Ivorian
Diamande.
players play good in the Premier League.
Do that?
Yes.
Lady Euro.
Lady Euro is French, bro. He
It's
plays for
French.
France.
Hey,
Yeah, he doesn't represent. He's Ivorian descendant.
Lenny's not bad.
Ivorian.
Lenny just
But
have a bad
however,
spell, but it's not bad at all. Like I'm always gonna say, I said this to Shops yesterday. Lenny's better than Evans.
I'm not convinced. I think he needs to bulk up. He needs to
yeah,
bulk up.
get a bit of strength.
Yeah, he just need to put on some weight.
Bro, Calvin
He looks
Lewin
weak.
took him back to college, but I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, but if you remember,
Oh no,
he done this to him though.
No, hey, don't do that.
Let's be real.
Do
He
that.
done this. He done this to him though. You see, it was there for us to see. Mr. Ivorian, I'm not saying Lenny shouldn't have done better. He should have. But if you watch him and Calvin Lewin that day, what happened? Calvin Lewin, whenever it goes up, it reminds you of Fellaini. And you see Calvin Lewin.
Before we even get to Bruno, let's change the segment. Before we even get to Bruno, let's talk about our former player, Alejandro Garnacho, with that performance against Manchester United. I felt like he was playing for us. Yeah, and with us. That's what the same time, instead of playing against us. Hey, that guy's performance, they say it was one of the worst performance any player can play. 40 million down the drain. Oh, I think we've scammed Chelsea. What's your thoughts on Alejandro Garnacho? And it happens to be his own boy Dalot that kept him off the ball. I can't believe Dalot kept him in his pocket throughout the whole game. Alejandro Garnacho at the end of the game as well, full-time waiting for the Manchester United teammates so he can be like, "What's up, bro? How you doing? Like, how's life? How's Mumsy?" Everyone walked right past him, ignored him. Manchester United fan booed him, and etc. But yeah, horrible performance from Alejandro Garnacho. What do you guys think?
Bro, listen, yeah.
Alejandro.
I'll be real with you, right? I thought when he come on, I thought, it might be one of them days. He might terrorize us, right? But bro, he kept tripping over his feet. Like he's getting easily dispossessed, bro. I don't know if it was butterflies, nerves. I don't know. But 40 million, we ripped the receipt. No buyback on that, and we don't want him back. You know what I mean? We don't want him back. But I feel like, yeah, that's true. I got nothing more to say, but that's Chelsea's problem, bro. I'm honest with you. I don't know what I can say, bro.
Nah, to be honest with you, yeah, I feel like you said it already. I feel like it could have been a pressure, like you're playing against your former club or your new club, your stadium and that, and he didn't mean to start. But someone got injured. I think it was Neto.
No, it was Starville.
Yeah, the little Brazilian, the 18-year-old, isn't it? Now he got injured and he came on. But to be honest with you, I think it was really terrible that day. Because I don't know if you noticed, even the goal they conceded, he could have done better.
Yeah,
just let Bruno take the ball right down and just shoot the ball in. And I'm just thinking, I feel like it's pressure. But say, I think Garnacho is a good player. It's always going to bust it. It's going to play good. I just think he had a very bad day. And as a player, you should play very good against the club that sold you. We've seen, let me make an example. We've seen this Ghanaian, your other Ghanaian brother used to play for us, Ferguson's darling, that plays for Brighton.
Welbeck.
What does he do to us every time we face them? You see what I'm trying to say? Like Garnacho, that's what we all expected from Garnacho, because we know he's pacey. We know what he could do. I watched him play for Chelsea a few days ago. He was terrifying. He was being too much for the defenders. But some days you play good. Like you said, Dalot just had him in his pocket. And even in the midfield, he couldn't really do nothing. Keep giving the ball away. I think he had a chance to score or shoot, but he didn't really do well. So at the end of the day, I could just say, I'm happy they didn't do nothing. Because it would have hurt very bad if Garnacho was to score against us. So we should be happy. Wherever he went through that day, we take it. Obviously, I hope he develops his mentality. And you said something that I feel like it was kind of bad of the players, all of them. I don't care what you lot do, There were pictures that were trending in social media. We all had it on the phone.
What, Luke Shaw's post?
Yeah.
Are you referring to Luke Shaw's post?
Mainoo, is it Highland and Garnacho? Or is it, I don't know if it's Highland and Rashford.
Oh, you mean that famous?
Oh, the one
yeah, that famous. Like,
to
see all them players, even Dalot, to see Dalot walk past him, Casemiro, and he waited. Kobbie was coming from far. My man, brother, my man was doing this, you know.
Yeah, but that's what tells me a lot. That shows me how much the truth behind how the players feel when it comes to Alejandro Garnacho, which means that he wasn't that much of a say, or he wasn't really liked at Manchester United. Maybe because of his actions, and they realize this guy he's not right, he doesn't move right. Because for the whole squad to say, you know what, F you, bun you, like don't say hello to me, like you because I've seen Manchester United congratulate and shake hands with fellow ex-players this season, players that used to play for them in the club. They say, hello, how you doing? How's Mumsy? You know, how's your mum? How's your dad? How's your dog? And everything. But to Alejandro Garnacho, they looked at him and said, yo, bun you. Like, I remember how he was moving back at Man United. That I feel that there was something. There was more to it. You see, when people say, I'll bring back Ruben Amorim, yeah, the whole Ruben Amorim situation, yeah, I feel like there was more to it, and this proves that there was more to it because I've never seen Manchester United players ignore a former Manchester United player. Have you ever seen that?
That hurts, though. That hurts.
Have you ever seen that, Ems?
No.
You just walk right past him like he's nothing.
That hurts. I felt his pain, brother.
Fans booed him. Our fans.
I like him.
Let me tell you something. Do our fans boo former ex-Manchester United players? We don't do that. But for him, they did.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only thing I'm going to say is this, if I was to choose between Garnacho, Sancho, and Rashford in terms of behavior, forget about what they did. I think Garnacho didn't do that bad. Sancho did very bad. Rashford did very bad for Manchester United. Garnacho's situation that we know of.
I think Sancho.
But you see, Sancho and Rashford.
Sancho's one is.
Rashford took him out of the club, said, I don't want to play for this club no more. I'm leaving.
I don't think Rashford would deserve to be booed. I think Sancho is the one that deserves to be booed and ignored.
No, Rashford deserves to be booed too. Rashford said a lot of things that he shouldn't have said when he was leaving the club.
What did he say?
He said
he
had an interview.
That Henry Winter thing.
Even though half of the things that he said in that interview at the time were true. But I feel like that's the same thing Ronaldo did. He got smoked for. Why is Rashford doing it? He ain't getting no smoke for. Like, all I can say is this year, I just feel like they know he's Argentine. He's not British. So I see a little bit of, like, how do you call it, favoritism there. They think to like the players. Because what they did to Garnacho is not fair, you know. That hurt.
No.
That's life, isn't it?
But looking back at that Rashford one, I feel like Rashford has been through bare bodies of managers, man. I don't think he just got tired and disillusioned, bruv. So I just think, you know what? I've been there, since whatever. I probably need to go to a different environment. So I'm not going to sit here and slaughter him in it compared to when.
But do it with mannerism.
Will be cheered if he returns back to Manchester.
Do it with mannerism.
If he returns to play against us, he'll be cheered and clapped and everything and given a standing ovation. But
that's what I've been saying. We pick and choose who we should love to. But in my opinion, Garnacho did not do that much. But Garnacho just went against the manager. But Rashford went against the entire club. Gave a statement that I don't want to play for this club. I'm looking for a different
He did not say.
I want a different chapter.
He did not say, I don't want to play. He said he'd be open to a new challenge. That don't mean I want to leave.
After after whatever happened, did he play for us again?
That's Ruben's fault, though.
Yeah,
he made it clear to us that he don't want to play for us no more.
No, that can't be, and that can't Ruben's. That's not Ruben's fault. You have to make a decision.
No,
I'm not having
that's
it. If someone says I want to leave the relationship, what is it your fault that it's not your fault? You want to leave, then leave. Then don't come back home.
Ivorian.
Don't expect me to make you dinner.
Ivorian, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't want to mention this guy's name because whatever the other guy's name, the Portuguese fella's name, right? This guy was coming out talking about I'd rather play my goalkeeping coach ahead of this guy and all these things.
Because the man was moving mad.
How do you do that?
My man lied. He called in sick when he wasn't sick. You know. Said he done an interview. I don't think the club approved it.
He went to a nightclub, got wasted. The
Called him
bartender exposed him.
Yeah, called him
Yeah,
sick.
it was a bit wild. It was a bit wild.
Called him sick. Called him
Garnacho
sick.
did not do half of that, you know. But the fans will welcome.
Wait. Do you not call
better than
sick when you've
everyone
had a heavy day?
Me, I don't call it sick. My sickness level was impeccable. You should ask my manager, bro. I don't call him sick. You know, only once I've been sick.
This guy.
I worked at my job place for 3 or 4 years. I've only called him sick one time, bro. Yeah, but let's move it on from for these two, and let's move on to Bruno Fernandes. Will Bruno? First of all, let me just get to the comments because, of course, Red Devil Studio was comment. They're gonna say, "Big up, bros. Champions League football secure." I think him and Rashford and Garnacho thought they were better than everyone else. Should we keep Carrick as well? We'll probably get to that as well. And why were Chelsea fans booing him though? That was Garnacho. That's even worse because I remember not just Manchester United fan, but Chelsea at first started backing him, and then towards the end of the game, they just started booing him as well. They said, you know what? Let's just train him, Manchester United. But let's talk about Bruno Fernandes. Will Bruno Fernandes break that record? Me and Ent was talking earlier on. I was saying, yeah, I think he can get 20. He can break the record and probably push it on to 21. Ems is saying, yeah, Bruno can probably get 22 if he's lucky. For about what, 4 or 5 games left? He's on 18. 2 away.
Is it 18 or 19?
He's on 18 assists.
18.
Yeah. And what the highest assist was what?
20.
Henry 20.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, so 2 away. I think he can make it 21. Set his new record. M thinks he can make it 22. Let's get your thoughts, Amok. Do you think he can break it, and do you think he can surpass the record as well?
I really hope he can do that. But the only thing that I got, you might want to like this. Not that I'm not wishing him well. I want him to break the record. But if he gets another yellow card, what happens? He's gonna miss games. So all Bruno have to do to the end of the season, be good. Don't let your emotion get that.
Don't moan at the referee.
Don't let your emotions get the best out of you.
Yeah.
Just be normal. Because that one, the only thing I believe, if he stays in the pitch, he's gonna break the record. I think he might get 21, 22. But I know he's gonna get more than 20. Because we got, like you said, we got 5 more games. And I see Bruno making an assist, and maybe after 5, I see him doing 3 or 4 more assists. He might boss like 2, 3 assists in a game. Bruno is not predictable. You can't predict what Bruno does. He always surprises you with something. Look at the ball for Cunha. Twice. Same pattern. You see what I'm saying? Like, he knows where to be at the right time. But this guy not getting this GAs for no reason, you know. Let's just deep this. It's not getting it because he's this, he's that. No. Bruno is... What's the name that Henry gave him?
I don't know if he's a genius or something like that.
No, he said
Brenado, brother.
That was right.
Breno.
That name. Yeah, Breno.
Speaking of Jerome, is has drained us when we're coming close to the end of the show. While we're talking about Bruno Fernandes right now, can he break the record of the assist record? I'm gonna get your thoughts on that before we end the show. Yeah, Amok, are you finished, or you still got a couple of things to say about Bruno breaking the record, or would you like to move on? I think he put himself on mute, my brother.
Well, who you asking on Bruno?
Will Bruno break the Premier League assist record? Because me and M spoke earlier on, Jerome, for those just to join us. I said he can break it. He can probably surpass it and get 21. M thinks he can get 22, even better. And I was like, okay, let's see. Amok believes he can break that record, but he is one. Amok says he's 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So as long as Bruno don't moan to the referee for the next couple of games, hopefully he might not get suspended. Now, Jerome, because we're coming close to the end, just a quick 1 minute of your overall thoughts against Chelsea, and then do you think Bruno Fernandes can break that Premier League record?
Yeah, regarding the Chelsea game, it wasn't a great game in terms of quality, and it wasn't a great performance by us. But in terms of defensively and professional, I think we did meet those 2 criteria. So obviously, we kept a clean sheet. We did ride our luck at times because I think Chelsea hit the post twice. But we did look solid, and even though we did ride our luck, I didn't feel at any point that we were going to lose that game. And that's a good sign where you're watching the game and you just feel that the team's got it under control. And there's a different kind of aura about our team now under Carrick. So that's pleasing to see. And regarding the goal, it was a well-taken goal. Crossing from the right from Bruno and a good first-time finish from Cunha, who should have did that about 10 minutes earlier in the game.
Lower your camera. All we can see is your eyes. Yeah.
Who?
No, Ems. That was Ems.
Ems. Okay.
I just saying.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Cunha should have done that first time round, but he realised that and did it second time round, and it was a good finish. And once we got a goal up, it just felt like we kind of just had control of the game, and there wasn't going to be a second goal. It was going to be 0-0 or a 1, because we've already seen Chelsea's lack of quality up top, and it was pleasing to see Garnacho play against us and pull up a stinker. So that was pleasing to see. Dallo and Casemiro just had them on lockdown. He just couldn't get through. He couldn't get past anyone. So that was pleasing to see. It was one game to win, coming off the back of a very shocking performance at home to Leeds after having over 3 weeks off. It was a great way to bounce back, and now it kind of virtually secures Champions League qualification. I think we just need 2 more wins from our last 5 games, secures it and gets us back into elite competition. So I'm very happy with that, because I can't deal with these 1 game a week seasons no more. It's just too much waiting around watching other teams play. So it's going to be good to be back to playing 2 games a week now and testing ourselves against the best teams in Europe. In terms of the assist, I think Bruno's going to break the assist record. I think he's on 18 now, and I think he needs 3 more to surpass KDB and Henry. So I think that's going to be a great achievement. I'm not gonna be critical, because I know people think that I just always criticize Bruno. I'm gonna give him credit where credit's due. But the real test next season, when we're playing more games and we're traveling up and down Europe, because this season we've just been focusing domestically. So that's given us an advantage over our rivals. So give credit for this season and the assists. But next season we're going to need to kick on and make it count. So that's what I've got to say about that.
Guys, wait, no. Let him finish, man, because we only got a couple of minutes. And I can't lie to you.
I got a question for you.
No. I left the last couple of minutes because we want to end up with, at the hour mark, or just underneath the hour mark, about 5 more minutes left. I left the last couple of minutes to talk about Arsenal. I can't lie to you. No, I can't lie to you.
You troll.
No, of course, deserve it.
I beg you,
please,
so let's clip this side. You see this? Clip this line and show it to Els.
Yes, just for my brother, Arsenal. Yeah. Let's talk about Arsenal and their bottle jobs. Has Arsenal bottled it? That's the question I'd like to throw to you guys, because I know. Just wait.
Half full.
That tastes good. Yes. Has Arsenal bottled it? That's Arsenal losing 2-1 against Manchester City. Manchester City are now 3 points behind with a game in hand. And if Manchester City win their game against Burnley, which we all think they will, which means they will be level on points and on top of Chelsea, top of Arsenal on goal difference.
Goals difference.
Yes. Go on, then.
This is a hard situation, because if you ask London Manx, they want Man City to win. If you ask Manx, they probably want Arsenal to win. But anyways, I think Arsenal bottled it. Whether I want them to bottle it or not, it don't matter. But it's just funny, because I feel like they were at 9 points clear. But I just think, as a whole, because Arsenal fans are not humble, yes? Arsenal fans are not humble. Is why people don't want them to win the title. But I do think, for me, I think they bottled it, man. They don't have the mentality. The mentality is not there, bro. You got people like all that. Did you watch? Evra even said it when Phil tried to ask Rooney about the 2018 to this.
That was rude. That was rude.
Yeah, bro. So for me, man, about that, they need to be humble, man.
100%. I think they bottled it, man. I think it's done and dusted, in my opinion, and I'm enjoying.
Well, you think City gonna win it?
Stuff. Yeah, sensational stuff. You know me. Your brother said I'm a Man City fan, innit? So I might as well just live up to my reputation.
You go post your picture of your Man City kit as well.
Yeah, he created it. I'm now using it. He showed me and so I'm showing him back.
To be honest, yeah, I think they bought it. My reason for saying this is this, yeah. I did say this. I don't know if you remember, Mr. Ivorian. I done the calculation, the points thing on the last show. I don't know if it was the last show or the show before. And I say, I think they're gonna bottle this. And I say, Man City gotta give me a hand. So the reason that they bought it, if Man City win the game, it's up to Man City right now. And one thing that we all know about Man City, the last few games before the season ends, they're unbeaten. They don't lose. They're very good. They don't play They're not playing Champions League football no more. They got enough time to rest, and they got players. Arsenal is playing Newcastle this weekend coming, and Newcastle's tough team. That's a tough match for them.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And so for me, I feel like the reason they bought it because the option and the choice is with Man City. If they win the one game a hand, they lead in the table by goal difference. And what Arsenal go do is just win all the games to the rest of the season. And I don't see Man City losing points. They might drop, but I don't see them losing.
Jerome, thoughts before we sign out?
Yeah, it's definitely I would say advantage City. The reason why I say it's advantage City, they've got the momentum now. That was a big win for them, beating Arsenal and having that game in hand. And they've got Burnley next on Wednesday to kick on, and we all know that Burnley are going down. They ever got nothing to play for. So by Wednesday night, City should be top of the league. And on top of that, Arsenal have got, like Amara said, Arsenal got the Champions League. They've got the semi-final against Atletico. You know how Atletico play. That's going to be a two-legged battle. That is the kind of game that I could see probably going to extra time and penalties.
I think Arsenal's going to win.
And yeah, because you know Simeone's teams, in it, they make it difficult for you. So I reckon that battle is going to derail their title run, because they can't. For me, I don't think they've got the capacity to manage both the Champions League and the Premier League. It's either got to be one or the other. And I don't think City could do it either. I don't think City were good enough to manage both. So it's all City got now. They got the FA Cup. I think who have they got? They got someone. I think is it Southampton or yeah, that's common Southampton.
That's light work.
And then light work at Wembley as well. And then they just got the 5 Premier League games to focus on. They don't need to travel up and down Europe. So it's just the home straight now. So unfortunately, it's like Arsenal. I thought they were going to win it, but I think I've got to change my mind now. I think City are probably going to win it. Even if they all win all their 5 games, I reckon City will end up winning it on goal difference because they've got more goal scorers and they create more chances in their team, whereas Arsenal are more focusing on set pieces. And just relying on set pieces alone is not going to win you titles. So, unfortunately, I wanted Arsenal to win the league, but looks like it's going to be.
How is the trophy parade?
And maybe
the preparation for the parade. How is it going?
We'll see.
Too early, no?
Yeah, they can prep up. I'm looking forward to attending, and Arsenal fans, make sure you invite me to this parade because I was looking forward to it all season when you're telling me about the parade. So yeah, it is what it is, guys.
They organize it too early.
We have come to the end of the show. Obviously, next week we play on Monday, so there's no podcast because Manchester United are playing next week. So next time, guys, make sure you keep it united, Arsenal. Hope you lose, and I hope you continue to lose. So I can enjoy it. Sensational stuff. It's a sensational ending to the season. The script writers did a very good job of this series, this season, especially on Netflix. And I'm looking forward to next season as well, next week. It is what it is, man. Oh, guys, smash that like button, share across social media platform. Become a member of Red United TV by clicking on the join button. Follow Red United TV on YouTube. Subscribe to Red United TV. And of course, follow Red United TV on Instagram at Red United TV1 and Twitch as well, Red United TV. Till next time, haha, Arsenal. Peace and love. We're out.
Peace.
Peace out.